keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Look at the point. Future.
I love that every time we start one of these, you just have a random song that you
Spooky season?
Well, it's supposed to be fall now, but it's still 72 degrees outside in Washington, so I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, October,
We figured like the name Widow Jane was appropriate. You know, like widow, black widow, widows.
widow. Kill your husband, widow.
Moving forward, we exhausted.
Yeah.
We climbed Mount St. Helens yesterday.
Big day yesterday. I am not excited to be standing right now, honestly.
I'm tired.
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 But that is a good reason to drink whiskey.
Yes, or Boyban.
In our Mount St. Helens glasses that we took to Summit yesterday.
You want to product places? Like who got these? Who
North Drinkware.
we got to use these at the top of Mount St. Helens.
We're gonna test Anthony's editing skills if we can drop a picture or video in this
I'm not
video.
doing it. That's what the idea
We'll
is.
see how much he's been practicing his editing.
I haven't.
It won't be.
That's the answer. I haven't.
Great.
But where did we come across this guy?
This gal. We came
Oh,
across
yeah.
This gal.
Sorry.
At Whisky Bar
Yeah,
in West Seattle.
Like literally called Whiskey Bar.
Yeah.
It's expensive as hell.
Yeah, but I think when we try to add more to our whiskey library, we've been trying to go out and try things before we buy them.
Yeah.
And this was one that I think the next day.
We did because it was delicious, and we're like, yep, let's go get it because if we don't buy it like today, we're gonna keep putting it off, and it's gonna be added to the list of 100 plus
The
whiskeys
long list that we have.
that we want to buy. So,
But I had seen this in the store, and I just hadn't looked into it, and then I saw it on the shelf, and I remembered, oh, okay, I wanted to try that. So it was a good find.
yeah. I mean, backstory, we don't really have that much.
No, I know it's product from New York, and the funny thing is, it kind of reminds me of the Hudson, not the bourbon, but the rye.
Oh,
And we'll
so
get
that's
into
some of
it.
those- Yeah, those
Yeah,
Hamilton
yeah,
ones.
and being from that same area, I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I think it's cool when we see whiskey coming from not random places, but places you wouldn't expect it to be coming from. So
From the East Coast, baby.
yeah,
Bottle's really cool.
yeah,
I would say it's kind of sleek and sexy.
yeah.
The whiskey itself is a good color.
Look at the font. Hold on.
Yeah, zoom
I don't
in
know
on
if
that
this
font.
is gonna work, but that font, it's giving me like cowboys and
Cowboys
saloons
and
and
gunslingers.
gunslingers. Yeah.
Gunslinging vibes. This actual bottle is batch 510, bottle number 593, dated for 2021. They actually wrote that on the label, which is a nice touch.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And it's 10 year.
Yep.
I will say, I think we've been struggling trying to figure out if we do like the higher age whiskeys.
It varies from varies because I used to
Yeah.
like my young palate, my young whiskey palate, liked younger whiskeys
Yeah.
for some reason, but this was good. It's actually blended with 5 different barrels.
Yep.
Some of them are sourced from Tennessee, Kentucky, and there's one more. but
Indiana, I would say.
yeah, something. Don't get the maddest wrong. But yeah, the mash bill is undisclosed.
Yeah.
A lot of companies like to be secretive.
And I'll say, like, the 10-year thing, I know that a lot of people associate that with things being good, and it's not always the case, honestly.
Right.
We have something over there that I searched for months, got it, and was like, okay, and it's a 10-year. Hard to get. You guys probably can figure out what it is.
They're like, this is mid. This no, keep
Yeah.
the mid out the streets. Well, without further ado, we're going to crack this baby
We're
open.
opening it just for you right now.
Yeah, right now. Real time tasting.
Smell that cork.
That cork. That cork is spicy.
See, and that's the thing, like the Hudson, like I know it's a rye, but it reminds me of that.
We're going to pour, first and foremost, we'll pour it in the sniffer first. And then we'll get some more in the sipper.
Yeah.
High stepper, sipper. So let's smell that nose.
feel like the color on this is super, super rich, and I think it matches the nose.
Yeah, it's like a nice, like, what was that, like, coppery color.
Ambery.
It lines the glass pretty well too, which is awesome. So maybe oily.
Yeah. And I think this one, like, as we do get into like fall, winter, this is what we lean towards. Those like rich, flavorful
spice.
Yeah, a little bit of
spice on the nose. I mean, oaky.
I'm getting sweet, like maybe like a chocolate.
Yeah, some.
But still that like caramel.
Some bite-sized trick-or-treat chocolate in there.
Not trick-or-treat candy, like the good shit.
I don't eat candy. Sorry.
No. This is the, what is it? Godiva? The special stores in the mall.
The Nordstrom stand. Well, it's smooth to taste, for sure. Smooth.
Yeah, but what is that?
Definitely a bourbon.
See,
I'm gonna plug this cheat sheet every time I get a chance, because Wesley is the best.
I'm picking up spice.
There's definitely a spice in there.
Like it.
Maybe like a waffle cone kind of thing going on. I think the first time we tried to do it was like a cherry.
It was really heavy cherry.
That could have been an entirely different batch.
Well, and I think the bottle was maybe like halfway, so I know that plays into it too. But
definitely warm and spicy. Like my whole chest is just. This is a good fall pour, for sure.
It's not. I feel like it hit me harder the first time we had it.
Yeah.
Which is, that's fine that it's not.
I mean, it definitely does taste like a blended whiskey.
Yeah,
yeah. Not that I have anything against blended whiskeys. It's sort of oily too. The finish is definitely like a spicy.
Yeah.
Maybe even a slight citrus.
Yes, I was gonna say The cherry and citrus is what reminds me of that Hudson.
Yeah, it's like an orange peel in there.
Yeah.
But is there a grain kind of thing going on in there?
Like maybe a little bit. It's pretty balanced with the flavors though.
Right.
Like I feel like there are.
I would say this is like a mid-body.
Yeah.
Mid-body whiskey.
It's just it's different from what I remember last time. This is the first time we've had it since we tried it the first time.
Yeah. This is different from our first experience, but
yeah.
It's not disappointing.
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and splash some in our special glasses. Our special Mount St. Helens glasses.
I will say this stays on my tongue.
It does coat.
Like the tongue, and then you feel it kind of stay in your throat a little bit, but the tongue.
Boop. I'm gonna put a little water in some water. Boop. Let me put some powder on.
I'm getting oily too.
Yeah, we got it in there. I love these style of glass, by the way. Like if you were to put a cube in here, it's not gonna melt. It's like
it's called a tumbler on the website, but I think it's because they're like hand blown, like the glass, like they make it in studio.
Okay, that cherry's kind of coming through.
The water.
The water, vanilla, definitely
oak
and spicy. I don't want to always say bourbon tastes like maple, but dang it, it's kind of traditional bourbon.
Straight bourbon.
Bourbon thing.
That brought it out.
Yeah, it did. But man, I mean that's pretty good. Like again, blended from like 5 different barrels. Nice, sleek, slender design on the bottle.
I've been avoiding trying to like name drop, but I'm gonna do it. The Eagle Rare is what I was trying to find for months. Found it on retail for like $35.99, $40 out of the door, whatever. But when I was looking for it, a lot of places were charging like $120.
Yeah,
I'm not paying $120 for it. If you can't find that and you're looking for something similar, I would say maybe this.
Yeah, for sure, because they do taste actually very similar.
Yeah, yeah.
And Eagle Rare is, I'd say, a pretty good, dependable pour for.
Yeah, if you can find it.
Yeah,
this
for everybody. This is pretty
yeah.
good too. Like, I think this was like $90, so the price point was kind of steep.
Yeah.
But I mean, you pay for good whiskey, and I consider this one a good whiskey.
Yeah.
If you ask my vote, I'd give this baby 6 wave emojis.
6.
And you just gotta figure out your
You
point
gotta
system.
figure out your point system. We don't know what's 6 out of what.
It doesn't matter. It's infinite waves. I keep telling you, like, it's infinite waves.
Well, my waves go to 5. I'd say this is a 4.
Oh, you're using waves? You can't use waves. That's my thing. But exo facto, you know, it's okay. Lady splash.
No.
Splash. Madame. But man, yeah, appreciate this. This is a good whiskey.
Yeah.
This is something that we're definitely willing to share when we have company. And every once in a while, we grab a bottle and we're like, please try this. I feel like this is one of those.
Yeah.
Please try this. When people come over, like, try this. Just tell me what you think.
Yeah,
you know?
this one wouldn't be like too overwhelming for.
Yeah.
Because most of the people that we have over, our family, our friends, we're still trying to bring them to the dark side.
And they call us snobs now. And I'm like, we're not even close. We've met snobs.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're learning, but we're definitely.
I will say, if we go into a bar and their whiskey selection is not up to par, I do kind of give you the look like.
I would say if the bar calls itself a whiskey bar, and then you know what? That cherry is really coming out after a couple of glasses. Yeah. Wow.
And some air to it, maybe.
Yeah, and then the drunker I'm getting, the more susceptible.
Start making shit up.
susceptible I am to what this tastes like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, pretty good. I'll take it out, grab a bottle at your local supplier.
Damn, it got like the wood, like the oak, came out too.
Yeah. It's like oaky. That's what I'm saying, like woodsy, oaky.
Yeah.
Definitely like fall.
Yeah.
Like this is you want something fall. It ain't no pumpkin spice. Get out of here.
I'm gonna go find a bottle of flavored pumpkin spice whiskey.
Oh, please. Okay. So we're talking about this. Please stop recommending flavored whiskeys to us. We're not fans of flavored whiskey. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but man, please stop this, because the whole point is like the aging, distilling process. Like that's what
the flavor
brings
from
out the flavors, and then
that's the art of it. You can't just pour.
You're like trying to circumvent the process by saying this tastes like cranberry. If you try that,
did you throw away those
jalapeno
bottles?
Cherry with like
peanut
stuff.
butter, banana split.
Clearly, you're infusing this stuff, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Bah humbug.
Finished is fine. Flavored.
Yes, we will do, because that's the true process.
Yeah.
Like if you have a sherry finished whiskey,
which
yes, we love it. But don't sit here and tell me that you got a jalapeno whiskey and you fucking finished it. How? Okay? Now, Chambers Bay has a good flavored whiskey, but their process is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Which is why I give them a nod.
Yeah.
We love you, Chambers Bay. So, in closing, I just went on a crazy rant, didn't I?
Yep. It's okay.
Blame it on the Well, in closing,
do not pour yourself anymore.
I'm going to pour myself some more. Who cares? You know? That's what you do this for. This is what I signed up for. This is what you signed up for when you said I did.
Well, then I want
a
little bit.
I'll give you a splash.
Okay.
Here you go. In closing, delicious.
Yes.
We love it.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A. Oh wait, before we Chick-fil-A, we're trying to do more reels.
Yeah, I think our Instagram, we're gonna try to put more of our personal touch to it.
Yeah, because we've been really dry when it comes to that.
Yeah, so I know this is kind of like how people see a little bit more of like who we are and what we do, but we're trying to incorporate that more in the 2 shots, so you will see more coming with that. And Anthony's editing skills.
I don't know why she keeps.
I'm trying to push it.
Listen,
I'm just here, you guys.
doing,
I'm
like-
just here.
it is hard. We're doing like 50 things. I think social media is kind of changing now, so it's kind of like 2 seconds to hold the attention. So YouTube is kind of like, so we're trying to direct people to the YouTube. But you will see more of us. We're still kind of chipping away at what we're gonna do about a tasting or some
Yeah.
sort of event here in the future. Just trying to figure out how to do it, because I do like 50 things. She's like a designer.
And I don't like social media.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, finding that balance between climbing, drinking whiskey, being fly, and enjoying our beautiful life we have together. So in closing,
I'll Chick-fil-A to that.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
But it's love.